Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Brian, and it's about 4:54 Tuesday afternoon, and you know, I just watched the SCTV, Sean's Pro Entertainment, or whatever you want to call it, Sean's Entertainment Television, and he was doing a video where he was talking about somebody telling him, or people blowing up his message board, blowing up his emails, saying that John Cena was going to go to TNA. And you know, just like him, I gotta laugh about this because I don't know who's thinking that. I don't know who's coming up with that. I don't know what people are coming up with that, but first of all, let me clear something up for some of you that may be new to this business. John Cena is not really fired by WWE. Okay? It's all a storyline, alright? I mean, John Cena is going to get brought back probably next week to have a match with Wade Barrett at TLC. We all know that. Now, as far as this whole John Cena going to TNA deal, this is just another list, or another, how do I put it, just another false rumor or wishful thinking, if you will, on the part of many fans. Now, I respect the hell out of the wrestling fans, because I'm one myself, and I respect their opinions because everyone's entitled to one. But come on, seriously, John Cena's a TNA? That ain't gonna happen. John Cena's not doing what Hulk Hogan did in his final day of WWE back in '93. He's not gonna take almost a year off, then get signed by the rival company, and then go wrestle for them. No, that's not going to happen. Now, the only reason people want to see John Cena go to TNA is because they want the old John Cena. That's right. That's the whole reason. And you know, I've kept my mouth shut for a while. I've been kind of thinking to myself, should I or should I not talk about this? And hearing this, which everybody knows probably will never happen, unless WWE goes out of business or something. First of all, let me explain this. You know, first of all, you know, like I said, that's not going to happen. But like I said, I've been thinking to myself, should I or should I not say this? And I apologize for the bird in the background. But the question was, should I or should I not talk about this? And I finally decided, you know what? I'm going to talk about it. And that is the fact that every time a wrestler or a diva is in a storyline or being misused by the WWE, or not being used in the way that many feel they should be used, everybody wants them to go to TNA. Or everybody wants them to go to Ring of Honor. First of all, I don't know where you guys... First of all, the wrestlers and the divas that you want to see to go to TNA and Ring of Honor are the ones that are established in WWE. Some of them are established in WWE. And you know why? Because they're the ones that know that... Let me explain this. They're not only established, but they're loyal. They're loyal to WWE. And they know that no matter how long it takes, they're going to get their opportunity. Take a look at John Morrison. He may be getting his opportunity sooner than we think. So don't count him out. But again, a lot of people always say these things about superstars and divas that are currently under contract to WWE, all because they want to see All because they want them to get the opportunity right off the bat. All because they want them to get the opportunity right off the bat. Basically what it is, basically what all these fans are saying, all these TNA fans, and that's what they are, that's who they are. They're not just wrestling fans, they're TNA fans. The reason they say this is because they believe that if this person goes to TNA, they're going to get shot up to the main event. They're going to become the world champion. Well, let me explain something about that. TNA now is not the TNA you once knew, okay? And the chances of them coming in and getting shot up to the main event and becoming a world champion are a long shot. Alright? Again, the only reason, like I said, and again I apologize for the interruption of the bird. The only reason that fans say these things, that certain wrestling fans say these things, is one, like I said, they think going to TNA, that superstar diva is going to get shot up to the main event and to the world title. And secondly, it's because they want to see the old Attitude Era or the old TV-14 version of that character. That's what they want. They don't care about anything else. All they want is that TV-14 era rating or era version of that character. That's why whoever started this whole thing that, you know, Sean, that SCTV just reported on or did a video on, that's the only reason people say those kind of things. It's because this basically what they're trying to do is tell WWE, hey look, we want the old John Cena. We want the rapping, saying what he wants, giving you the bird, F you kind of Cena. That's what we want. That's what they're saying. I mean, even before Mickie James finally went to TNA, and she did, before she finally went to TNA, people have been urging her to go because they want to see a Mickie James that does what she wants, when she wants. And well, they're getting that now, but how long is that going to last? You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? The thing is, to set the record straight, the superstars and the divas of WWE that you want to see go to TNA and Ring of Honor are not going to be going there if they're established. Especially if they go online like say MVP did and say that their current status is cool, that everything's alright with them and their company. They're not going to be let go. They're not going to be let go if you know, if they're saying that. You know that. But the thing is, come on people, when are you going to wake up and stop this whole thing, huh? I mean, I can understand you probably want some fantasy matches to come true too. Well, guess what? You may get fantasy matches coming true in the future, but it'll probably be on the WWE scale, not the TNA scale. Because like I say, the TNA that you want all these superstars and divas to go to now is a different TNA than what you saw in the past. I mean, again, I can understand and respect that you feel if they went to a different company like TNA or Ring of Honor or even Dragon Gate, that they would be pushed up to the main event and they would become the world champion, just like they should be in the WWE. But you know what? You're not the only fans that say this kind of stuff. There's a lot of TNA, a lot of Ring of Honor, and there's a lot of Dragon Gate wrestlers that fans of those promotions feel would get a better chance in WWE. Believe it or not, there are. A lot of fans would love to see AJ Styles go to WWE. A lot of fans would like to see Beer Money go to WWE. A lot of fans would like to see the Briscoes go to WWE. A lot of fans would like to see the Kings of Wrestling go to WWE. Get what I'm saying? A lot of people would like to see maybe the new current world champion of Ring of Honor, Roderick Strong, go to WWE. Some would like to see the American Wolves. I mean the list goes on. Sarah Del Rey, Daisy Hayes. You know, a lot of people would love to see these men and women go from their respective companies to WWE, because not only is it the big time, but to them they can do something. But to those fans, they can do something for the WWE's divisions that has not been done in a while, and that's revitalize them. It's true. It's called, you know, revitalize them. That's why, you know, they would say those things. I mean, that's why, you know, fans would say those things, because they feel as though if those men and women went to WWE from their respective promotions, like I said, they would revitalize divisions that are dying. They would revitalize and bring back importance to championships that many fans feel though are being disregarded and disrespected. You see what I'm saying? I mean, fans want to see Awesome Kong show up in WWE. For what reason? So she can be the next China? So she can have a matchup with Beth Phoenix? Again, what I'm saying is that you fans that are always bringing up these videos saying, oh, this guy or this man or this woman should go to TNA from WWE. They should leave WWE and go to TNA. First of all, you forget about one thing. They got 90-day no compete clause after they get released, if they do get released. Which means WWE has 90 days to pick them back up. And if they don't, then yeah, they're free to go to another company. Okay? They got 90 days to go compete on the independents. They got 90 days to WWE decide whether they want to pick them back up or not. That's why you don't ever see them like right away in TNA or right away in Ring of Honor. Okay? Or right away in Dragon Gate. That's why you don't see them there. Get what I'm saying? And again, you aren't the only ones. You TNA fans aren't the only ones. There's a lot of wrestling fans, you TNA fans and you wrestling fans and TNA fans aren't the only ones. There are WWE, Dragon Gate, Ring of Honor, and even TNA fans as well, along with other wrestling fans that would, like I said, like to see those men and women from TNA and Ring of Honor that I mentioned, and even Dragon Gate, go to WWE to help revitalize certain divisions and revitalize certain championships. Why? Because of what they could bring to the table. I mean, fans would love to see an AJ Styles Daniel Bryan match in WWE. Some would probably like to see an Awesome Kong Beth Phoenix. Some would probably like to see the Briscoes probably go against whoever the tag champions are, like Nexus, or maybe even if they reunite them in the future, the Hart Dynasty or something. You know what I'm saying? I mean, things like that. That's what fans would want. I mean, that's what, not would want, but that's what other fans would like to see. Other fans would like to see go to WWE. So believe me, you TNA fans that whoever you are that started this whole John Cena goes to TNA deal, you're not the only ones that would like to see a major star go to a rival company. There's a lot of fans that would like to see, like I say, like to see AJ, like to see Awesome Kong, would like to see Beer Money, would like to see the Kings of Wrestling, Roderick Strong. They would like to see them all go to WWE and revitalize not only certain divisions, but certain championships. So, that's just my take on this whole news item that Sean's Entertainment Television did a video on of John Cena going to TNA. Again, it's wishful thinking, but it's not going to happen. And believe me, you're not the only ones out there that would like to see that happen. There are other wrestling fans out there that would like to see other wrestlers and divas or knockouts go to WWE and revitalize certain divisions and championships there. So, that's just my take on it. Tell me what you think. Peace out.